I'll tell you, one of the major changes that I've really seen is that the buyer journey really needs to be based on a project life cycle. These journeys last 12 to 24 months.
Yeah.
Okay? So that cycle is imperative.
Yeah, I was recently talking to a sales leader, guys, and it was interesting to hear his perception as to why he was going to explore doing a customer journey map. And I think there's a lot that's changed in the last 3-4 years as far as what a journey map is. Larry, what are some of the big differences that you've seen with what journey maps are, what they used to be and what they are today?
Well, James, you're right. A lot has changed because in the past, a buyer's journey was a very horizontal, basic flow based on 3 pillars: educate, evaluate, and select. One of the major things that's changed is there's 4 pillars now, because once you get past that, there's loyalty. Because once you have that buyer's journey and you establish it, you've got to keep that buyer loyal. They've got to be committed to your brand and your product or service.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, one of the major changes that I've really seen is that the buyer journey really needs to be based on a project life cycle. Because when you get into like commercial construction or, when you get into manufacturing processing, things like that, these journeys last 12 to 24 months.
Yeah.
Okay? So that cycle is imperative. And there's a lot of outside influence that can change that. Anything from product development to financial influence to technology advancements to even buyer shift and the change of buyers. So it's imperative that a CEO and a CMO, along with sales leadership, keep on the same level.
Yeah.
That they keep straight, they direct it the right way, and they keep that buyer's journey agile, where you can change as needed, and they keep it on top of mind, internally and externally. Because internal sales is important as well as external if you're working with a manufacturer's rep, and of course, all the way through distribution.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really long life cycle, right? Jim, how about you? What are you seeing different with buyer journeys?
Yeah, thanks, James. Larry, well said. I mean, I think when you look at the nuance between today versus 10, 15 years ago, or even 5 years ago for that matter, journey mapping is much more dynamic now. So you really have to look at that opportunity life cycle because they are multi-year engagements, multi-year projects. So you have opportunity at each stage of that project, whether it be early stage all the way through late stage and post-completion. So what that means is you got to really evaluate where are these opportunities and how can I get my solutions out there. So there's a lot of coordination, whether it be with the manufacturer, their sales group, whether it's a direct group, independent groups with multiple agents, how they're working with distribution, and then distribution, like if they have their own sales reps out there coordinating it as well back to the end market at the project level. So the better you are at communicating and understanding these different opportunities in each stage, that will help you have a more impactful journey map, because you can't rely on the horizontal approach that is singularly focused. You want to be very dynamic. Otherwise, you're going to leave a lot on the table, and that's just going to hurt your bottom line.
Yeah, no, great point, Jim. John, how about you? What are you seeing different out there?
Yeah, thanks, James. I think just to build on what Jim and Larry said, I think it's really important to understand the channel and understand that it's traditionally operated in silos where the manufacturer did one part of the process, the manufacturer rep did another part, then the distributor took all the way down to completion. And I think that siloed approach just doesn't work today in a buyer journey process because the end customer doesn't want to live in silos. The end customer wants to communicate with whomever, whenever they want. And I think that's a big thing that we work on with clients, is we bring that whole experience from the manufacturer through the rep to the distributor to the end customer. And I think if you're thinking, as Jim put it, horizontally in silos, you're missing the boat.
Yeah, great point, John. Yeah, so for leaders out there in manufacturing and distribution, buyer journey maps are extremely complicated. Some things to take in mind as you're going on this journey of realigning your commercial teams around the modern buyer is, first off, consider the project lifecycle of your end customer. In some cases, that could be a multi-year journey, but put yourselves in their shoes and understand what they need throughout that project lifecycle from a solution standpoint. And distributors are uniquely positioned to see this end to end. And they can bring in the right suppliers to really partner with that end customer to bring in great solutions. The second thing is to really look at different opportunities within that project lifecycle, all the way from early stage to late stage in that project lifecycle. Figure out what opportunities exist and identify what your teams need to do within each one of those opportunities, because that has its own life cycle that you're going to be able to deliver value on, all the way from solution identification all the way through to delivery. And the third thing is align your teams into an integrated fashion. Develop playbooks and sales plays that align what field sales does, what inside sales does, what digital selling does, what service and project management, and even the manufacturer does if you're a distributor. By doing all this, you'll be able to improve your sales effectiveness and deliver a superior customer experience back to your end customer. Guys, great insights. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you heard and you want to put some of these ideas to use with your team, reach out to us at dorngroup.com. If you want to continue to receive more insights like these from manufacturers and distributors, follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube.